Hi friends, welcome to this session on combat where I am going to take you through what are the questions that come in the combat and hope to explain these questions to you in order to improve your understanding of the VARC sections, the questions that come in the VARC section, and how should you approach, what is the strategy to be able to approach these kind of questions. So let us get started, friends. My name is Harpreet Kaur Dhodi. I've done a master's in English literature. I have a diploma in journalism. I have 16 years of teaching experience. I've trained students for exams like the CAT, MAT, ZAT, SNAP, PGCET, Banking, GRE, GMAT, SAT, ACT and TOEFL. Today I'm an educator on hashtag CAT Live Daily. We have two kinds of subscriptions as far as Unacademy is concerned. We have one which is known as the Plus and the other one is known as the Iconic. If you take the Plus, you will get India's best educators to train you. You have interactive live classes, structured courses, PDFs and live tests and quizzes. So in which case you can go ahead and test the Plus, take the Plus. If you take the Iconic, in addition to everything that is there in the Plus, you have personal coach, you have OMET preparation, you have expert guidelines and you have test analysis also. So these are the prices which are very clearly given to you. If you take the 12-month subscription, which is the one I would recommend at this point of time, which is going to be 22,550 rupees, which comes to 1,879, which is very pocket friendly. The reason why I'm recommending this is because once you have finished with the CAT examination, you can continue to train with Unacademy in order to attempt other exams like the ZAT, SNAP, also MAT, IIFT. So your learning is going to be complete, and if you're looking for a two years program, it will be 32,800 rupees, 1367. The rest of the tariffs have also been listed for you very clearly here. If you're taking the Iconic, then you will get personal mentorship, in which case you will have to pay 2,792 for 24 months, and 12 months it is going to come 3,292 per month. This is the per month rate, guys, and the wholesome price, complete price is given to you here, 39,500 rupees. And in both the cases, if you are going to use Core 10, you will get a 10% discount. Now I want to introduce to you India's biggest weekly scholarship test, which is known as Unacademy Combat. This is yet another way of getting onto the Unacademy bandwagon. What you can do here, guys, you can scan on this particular code and you can enroll for this particular test, which happens every Sunday at 12 p.m. And you can use my code CORE10 in order to unlock, in order to register for this particular combat. There are many scholarships to be won. You have scholarships ranging from rank 1 to rank 200. So the kind of scholarship that you're going to get is from rank 4 to 10, 75%, from 11 to 50, 50%, 51 to 200 is going to be 25%. This is my Telegram channel, Harpreet Ma'am Unacademy Cat. Those who are not aware should join me there in order to get all the inputs that they require and any kinds of doubts that you may have in order to connect with me. I take classes 10 a.m. in the morning on YouTube, and my special classes happen at 6 p.m. in the evening. Coming to the first question, guys, the first question under combat that we are going to look at very closely in order to understand the question direction, what is expected of you in this particular question, and answer questions too. For the word given below, a contextual usage is provided. From among the alternatives, pick the word that is the most inappropriate. This is what you need to make note of. Inappropriate as a substitute in the given context, and mark its choice as your answer. Now, if you look at this particular word, the sentence, it says flamingos need large water bodies, but these habitats have been drained, sending the population into terminal decline. Now this particular word can have synonyms, antonyms, or words which are unrelated to it. What does the word terminal mean? Terminal means anything which is certain to come to an end. Right? And the word that cannot replace it is option D, which means lethal. because lethal means able to cause death. And this one therefore is inappropriate as a substitute of the word terminal, while the decline is something which can be irreversible, it can be ultimate, it can be permanent, and these are appropriate substitutes. Lethal is the one which does not fit. The decline is not causing any kind of danger, rather it is the habitat which is causing the decline, and therefore these are the words which can replace terminal, but lethal does not replace it. So moving to the next question, we have what is known as the analogy type of a question. This is known as a question which is an analogy type of a question. The following question has a pair of capitalized words followed by 4 pairs of words. So choose the pair of words that does not. Now this is known as a reverse analogy. In normal analogy questions, you have to establish the relationship of this particular capitalized pair and find the same relationship in the options. The broadest relationships are when both words are synonyms and both words are antonyms. But it's very important for the student to read the entire direction of a question to understand what is expected of you in this particular question, rather than jumping straight away into doing an analogy, because we have a question which is known as analogy and we also have what is known as reverse analogy. And what is a reverse analogy? Where you have to pick that particular choice. It expresses a relationship similar to the one capitalized pair. It does not. So you have to, in other words, pick the odd man out. Now let us solve this particular question and understand what it means. What does the word obfuscation mean? Obfuscation is a lack of clarity. And we have to identify that option which does not convey the same relationship that is conveyed by the words obfuscation and clarity. So these are, in other words, supposed to be opposites, or what I would call as antonyms. Now look at the pair. Inanity means a lack of sagacity. Inanity means a lack of sagacity, and therefore these words are also opposites. Inane is a person who is stupid, lacking intelligence, and sagacity means wisdom, being wise. So therefore, inanity is a person who lacks clarity. The correct option is B, where both the words are synonyms, proclivity and penchant. This does not convey the same relationship that is conveyed by the capitalized pair. Proclivity is a tendency to behave in a particular way or like a particular thing, and penchant also means a special liking for something or tendency to do something. So both of them mean it is a kind of a leaning, or what you would call as a bias. Coming to option C, again, amiability is a lack of hostility, while amiability means being friendly. Hostility is hatred, and therefore both of them will be opposites. Despondency and exhilaration are also opposites or antonyms. Despondency is a sense of sadness, and exhilaration is extreme happiness. So again, despondency is a lack of exhilaration, and therefore the answer will be proclivity and penchant, which are both synonyms. Yes, coming to question number 3. There are 2 blanks in the following sentence. From the pair of words given below, choose the pair that fills the blank most appropriately. We must be aware that the policies and programs that specifically target the economic development of the marginalized cannot serve as a dash for cultural roadmap that counteracts the dash symbols and practices of domination. The words that can fit into the first blank, if I am to look at marginalized, cannot serve as, can be words like proxy, taking the place of something, or substitute. Now this particular word cannot be betrayal because there is no aspect of cheating which is indicated in the sentence. So we eliminate option 1, right? And we go to option B, which is actually the correct answer, because proxy is a substitute and it is apt in the first blank. And the word that can go into the second blank is entrenched, which means deep-rooted. Now substitute fits, but inverterate, which means habitual, does not fit in this particular bank where it is trying to qualify symbols. You cannot say inverterate symbols. Now the word surrogate means taking the place of something, cannot again fit this particular context, because normally surrogacy is used for children, where you employ a surrogate mother. And cantonal also does not fit because it means regional. So therefore guys, the answer option here again is option B. Coming to question number 4. In the following question, there are 5 sentences that have pairs of words printed in bold. From each pair, select the word most appropriate to fill in the blank that follows the pair and to form a contextually correct sentence. Then from the choices that follow, the one that represents the sequence of your choice of words. So here, this is a question type which is known as words often confused, or rather they are known as homonyms. Very often there are two words which sound similar but mean differently, and here we are going to set of words which may not sound similar, but we have to still know what is the context in which these words are used. So let us look at each of them before we mark the entire option itself. Now in this one, it seemed or appeared. What will be the answer to this particular context? Here the word seemed is appropriate. Why? Because seemed is trying to tell you that the sentence is talking about the way someone feels, while appeared is used when we wish to present what someone understands. And therefore we will pick A here. To him that the noon recess would never come. It was the sleepiest of sleepy days. There was not a leaf, would you say, shaking or stirring. What would be the option here, guys? Would it be A or B? In the second option, again the option will be stirring. Stirring is the appropriate choice. The context indicates using the words sleepiest of sleepy, and that they are not even the slightest moment. And when you're talking about a leaf, you're going to say stirring rather than shaking. And therefore the option here is B. Coming to the third sentence, away off in the flaming sunshine, Cardiff light was lightly or faintly visible. Which is the sentence that will fit here? When you talk about the aspect of visibility, we always talk about the light visibility being very, very faint. Faint in visibility is the one that we talk about, but lightly is talking about something having no weight. So the one which connotes or fits the connotation is going to be faintly visible. That means hardly visible. Coming to the next sentence, a few birds floated on a lazy wing or wind. What is it that we will say? A bird floating on a lazy wing is one that is, say, staying afloat by gliding, wings widespread but motionless. So that is why the option here will be a lazy wing, which means that the bird allows the current of air to take it along rather than using any effort. And there is no expression like lazy wind, and therefore we mark option A. No other living things are visible but for. Is it but for or but? Some cows that are asleep. Now but is appropriate here. Why? Because but for is used in the sense of a reason which is presented. And therefore the option is here but, because it is introducing a contrast. For example, but for him I would not have come today is how you use the expression but for, while but is used only to introduce what is known as a contrast. Hence the answer option here, guys, is going to be A, B, B, A, B. As you notice, as I have explained in all these sentences. Coming to the next question, we have question number 5. And this is known as a para-completion type of a question, which is very, very important and appears in the CAT examination very often. The following question has a paragraph from which the last sentence has been deleted. From the given options, choose the one that completes the paragraph in the most appropriate way. Paragraph is talking about a very, very interesting subject. Our mistake was to play Enter the Dragon, a loop for all these many years, and go along with empty bye-bye nonsense. The evil Chinese dragon should be shown zero mercy. China should be stunned not only by us but the rest of the world. I am cooking gobi Manchurian for dinner, my small but intensely personal revenge for what the Chinese did to our heroes in Galwan Valley. Now we have to see to it that we pick an option which is conclusive in nature, flows from the penultimate sentence, which is the sentence which precedes the last sentence, and this is the penultimate sentence. Thirdly, does not introduce a new idea. So in which case, if I am to look at the options, the Galwan Valley is lost forever does not make any continuity from the last sentence. If I am to look at the next sentence, the option which fits is B. So let the Chinese eat crow forevermore is the one which completes the idea, where the author is saying, I'm cooking gobi Manchurian for dinner, my small intensely personal revenge, which is negative in nature, for what the Chinese did to our heroes in Galwan Valley. And it completes the idea very effectively as it flows from the penultimate sentence with an idiomatic expression which means, let the Chinese eat crow. Now what does this idiomatic expression mean? To eat crow means being humiliated when one is proved wrong. And that is what the author is trying to show, his sense of revenge and hatred for what the Chinese did to our soldiers at Galwan Valley. And therefore it flows from the penultimate sentence. It is conclusive in nature and it does not introduce a new idea. India should seek retribution for the atrocities. Retribution is supposed to be revenge, which does not flow from the last sentence. China is trying to become a superpower is again a new idea and therefore does not fit the context of the sentence. And therefore, very aptly, B is the one that concludes the paragraph. Now we go to question number 6, which is similar in nature. It is also known as para completion. We have to look at what is the logic of the sentence and how do we complete it. This is a write-up by Chetan Bhagat. The best advice I ever got on how to navigate Bollywood came from the reticent A.R. Rahman, who I have had the honor of meeting once in my lifetime. When I told him Bollywood was scaring me, he said Bollywood is like a beautiful pond. However, it has crocodiles in it. Hence, it's okay to stand in a corner and take a bath. Now, which is a sentence which flows from the penultimate sentence, conclusive in nature, and does not introduce a new idea. Now, in this particular sentence, the answer option is C. So it says, do not fully swim in it, 1 foot in and 1 foot out always. This is the one which will aptly complete, because if you notice, the use of open quotations is not closed here, but it is closed in this particular option. And therefore, in order to complete the quotation, we have to look at C, because that is the best clue that we can find here, where you have open quotes in the paragraph and closed quotes in the option. And at the same time, it also continues the idea. Hence, it's okay to stand in a corner and take a bath. Do not fully swim in it, 1 foot in and 1 foot out always. Now, you'll have to face the music does not make sense. Bollywood still lures people is a new idea. Do not wade in it. Again, it has open quotes and closed quotes, and therefore it will not fit. So is it with A, which opens and closes the quotes, where here the quotes have not been closed. And therefore, guys, most aptly the answer will be C. Coming to question number 7. Each of the following presents 5 sentences, of which 4, when placed in an appropriate order, would form a contextually complete paragraph. Pick the statement that is not part of the context and mark the number corresponding it in the box provided below each question. There is a curious dynamic that makes the relationship between elephants and people in Kerala, is what the first sentence is trying to tell you. In collective imagination, that the elephant is not really a creature of the wilds but an XXL domestic pet. It is equal parts adoration and apathy. For centuries, animals have accorded human characteristic in Kerala. All children grow up reading about Atimala, legends of elephants who are faithful, vengeful, pious, cunning, lazy, and an integral part of life. Now, what we need to do here is we need to pick the odd man out. And how do we do that is that if you read all these particular sentences, the answer option will be D. Why? Because it is generally talking about animals, while the rest of the sentences are talking about elephants. A is talking about elephants, B is talking about an elephant, C is talking about it is equal parts adoration and apathy, but it relates to the rest of the paragraph. All children grow up reading Atimala is also the name of an elephant. But this is generally talking about, for centuries, animals have been accorded human characteristics in Kerala, and therefore the answer option is D, because it is talking about animals while the rest of them are talking about elephants, and therefore answer is D. Coming to the next question, questions 8 and 9. The sentences given in each of the following questions, when properly sequenced, form a coherent paragraph. Each sentence is labeled with a letter. From among the 4 choices given below each question, choose the most logical order of sentences that constructs a coherent paragraph. What do we mean by a coherent paragraph? Is a paragraph which is meaningful. Now look at these particular options. We have options here, and how do we form this paragraph is very, very important in order to be able to read and understand this paragraph. I would request students to have a good look at this paragraph, and then we can start understanding how to form this paragraph. Now, what can be the opening sentence of this paragraph? If I am to work the options, is it A, is it C, or is it D? A cannot be the opening sentence because it starts with the pronoun and is continuative in nature. C looks like an opening sentence. For those who cannot stand strong emotion, their suffering is so great that they believe that the only way to end it is by killing themselves. Looks like an opening sentence. That is why many young people commit suicide, because they cannot see any other way out. Now, if I look at the options, immediately I can mark answer option C, because C is the only one which looks like the opening sentence, which is fine, but let us also determine how do we link these sentences. C is followed by D, because that is why young people commit suicide is referring to the aspect of emotions. For those who cannot stand strong emotions, their suffering is so great they believe the only way to end it is by killing themselves. That is why many young people commit suicide is referring to the emotions. And then they do not know how to take care of their strong emotions is referring to the young people, which is mentioned in D. Very clearly there is a link between C, D and A. But we know that an emotion is just an emotion. Now the idea is being contrasted, where the author is going to tell you that an emotion is just an emotion. It comes, stays for a while and goes away, explaining that an emotion is very, very temporary. And then why do we have to die because of an emotion? So you find that sentences E and B are linked by way of emotions. And also ending on the note, why do we have to die because of one emotion? We are much more than our emotions, which is conclusive in nature. And therefore the answer option is C. Similarly, we are doing another parajumble in question number 9, which is also an important parajumble, a little longer than the previous one. Now, what is the opening sentence here? We have to look at options E, D and B. If I look at E, no lawyer or independent medical professional has been allowed to see Mr. Lu since his diagnosis, can look like an opening sentence. In the meantime cannot be an opening sentence, so we can eliminate option B. Looking at D, this is particularly troubling. This again starting with a pronoun which has probably a referent in some other sentence, and therefore we eliminate option A and C, and we are almost there when we mark the answer E, D, C, B, A. But let me explain to you how this paragraph forms. E is the one which is introducing the idea of the paragraph and introducing the name Mr. Liu. E is followed by D. This is particularly troubling. What is troubling? No lawyer, independent medical professional has been allowed to see him since his diagnosis, and this is a point which is troubling, and therefore E and D are linked. Now this is followed by Sue, which is introducing Mr. Liu's life. Herself under house arrest, was allowed to see her husband in the hospital, but only under the close watch of guards. More like a story. In the meantime is what B follows. Chinese authorities released a preposterous video in which a figure purported to be Mr. Liu exercises and undergoes a routine medical examination. And then you have A, but Mr. Liu's treatment is anything but routine, as indicated by his release from prison on medical roll and the Chinese state's condemnation of outside meddling, a sign that the authorities are worried. So the reason for worry being indicated in A, and therefore A is conclusive in nature. And this is how the entire paragraph pans out beautifully. So guys, that was the end of my lesson. I did 9 questions with you today. I would still recommend that those who have not yet subscribed should go ahead and subscribe, because we are coming up with new batches. We have one on the 29th of May, yet another on the 2nd of June, and yes, yet another one on the 5th of June, for the sake of our children, for students who are the ablest educators in the industry. Yes guys, Ask a Doubt is another feature that we have here. You can go to the Learner app. You can click on Ask a Doubt. You can take a picture or choose from the gallery on the screen. Crop the image to highlight the specific question. Select the correct subject to which the question belongs. And sit back. You will soon get an answer in the form of a link from an educator. So Unacademy subscription is something that you must take. Why? Because we have live classes, we have interact with the educator, live polls, leader polls, we have test series and an analysis. We also have live doubt clearing sessions. So what are the steps to be followed? Step 1 is to download the Unacademy Learning app. Step 2 is install the app. We then go to step 3, where you can click on plus and then click on CAT, where we have many courses lined up for the sake of the students. You can just click on get your subscription. We have 2 kinds of subscriptions. We have the plus and we have the iconic. Under the plus, we have India's best educators, interactive live classes, structured courses and PDFs, live tests and quizzes. So please go for the plus. And if you want what is known as personal coach, OMET preparation, expert guidelines and test analysis in addition to all that you have in the plus, you can select the iconic. The prices are given to you here guys. Once again, I'm trying to reiterate that a 12-month subscription will be 22,550 rupees, which amounts to 1879 per month. If you want to take the 24-month subscription, it will be 32,800 rupees, 1367 per month. Yes, and the other prices are also clearly listed out for you here. If you wish to take the iconic, we have 2 kinds of subscription. We have the 24 months and the 12 months. In all the cases guys, you can use Score 10 in order to avail a 10% discount. So whether you're doing NEET, JEE 9th, 10th, 11th or 12th, any of the courses guys, not only the CAT examination, you can use Score 10 in order to subscribe. So please go ahead and subscribe, like, share, #CatLiveDaily, download the PDF. My referral code is Score 10 to get a 10% off. All the best. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.